Now we are live everywhere, and you guys can start asking your questions. I'll be more than happy to respond. At the same time, let me see. There is a way of checking people on TikTok with their questions as how to check their questions. Anyway, so the chat is there. Okay, and TikTok. It's my cat. He started singing. I had to just check. Okay, and I'm going to go for TikTok comments. Just a second. How to check TikTok comments. It says I'm live, but I don't know how to check. I did learn that last time. If you guys can see me on YouTube or Facebook, if you could leave a comment, that would be really good. That would help a lot. Anyway, let's start looking at questions. I don't see any hands raised yet. Okay. And for TikTok, I'll figure it out anyway. I'm sure there would be a way. Audio, video, how to see TikTok people comments. I'm not seeing any comments from YouTube or Facebook either. So I don't know if it's not showing any comments. This software sucks. Anyway, can you guys at least confirm in the comments that you can hear me? Okay. Okay, yeah, so you can hear me. So at least that is confirmed. Good to know. Okay, so let's get started. I think we are good to go. There is no need to worry about comments anywhere. I think I can see comments on my other phone. I'll just see what questions you guys have and I'll respond to that. Just give me a second. Okay. Harry Arora said on YouTube, yes, we can hear you. Sajad Khan said the same thing. Okay. So I see the YouTube comments here, but not on the software. This sucks. Oh, now I can see that on the software as well. Nice. Okay. Not bad at all. Your recommendations are very genuine. Okay. I saw I'm full on Flocky. Okay. Now I'm seeing comments from two platforms. I'll figure out the TikTok very soon. So let's look at questions. I see some questions here. This is TikTok. I finally found the live monitor. Fantastic. Now I can see everyone's comments. I win. Okay. Now I see people on TikTok and their comments as well. What do you think of Manu? Manu is a meme coin, so not that much. There is not much to it. It's a gamble. If you want to go and play a gamble, that's all good. AA wants to talk. Yes, I have unmuted you. Go ahead. And I'll start taking comments selectively. AA, I have unmuted you. You can talk. You need to click on unmute as well. What is the best wallet I can use in Germany? The best wallet to use in Germany is, or anywhere, is Trust Wallet. Use it on a mobile phone that you are not using for social media or your day-to-day activities. If you don't use it for your day-to-day activities, Trust Wallet is as good as it can get. So it's not bad at all. AA, are you trying to talk? Okay, that was maybe difficult. Okay, can you please talk about Avalanche? What exactly? XRP, do you think will hit $4? XRP, the journey of it is going to be a bit of a challenge. First, we need to hit 2.7. That's my first target. If you're watching my videos every day, you would know that. In my VIP channel, we have closed XRP trade at 2.55, if I'm not mistaken. So over there, the trade is closed, but on YouTube and everywhere else, including TikTok, the first target is 2.7. After that is 3. So $4 is a bit far. We will go there. I mean, I'll go to it when the time comes. It's too much to assume from here, because moving from $2 to $4, that's 100% move, and you're talking about XRP. So that's a planetary move. It's like Bitcoin going from 120 to $240,000. Not that XRP cannot, it's just that it is a bit of a stretch. We take it piece by piece. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that it's a challenge. Hello, bro. Is crypto alt bull market over or still there? Altcoins or no altcoins, the bull run is there. You need to understand that when everyone is bearish, that is the time to get bullish. And when everyone is bullish, that is the time to understand that you don't need to listen to people. So I personally believe that November is going to be really good. I would prepare for November. I am preparing for November. And when we talk about my community, I've shared a lot of coins with my community members. I think up till now it must be 30 coins or a bit over. The reason for such a stretch is that when initially I shared 20 coins, not everyone was able to buy it. So I had to share more. And some of them, they have already hit targets. Like I had a coin, FTT, extremely risky coin, is generally a pump and dump. But we made 50% profit on that, not 50. We made 30% profit on that, or 50. Let me go and check. I might be just lying to you. Let me check. What was the target with FTT? Just a second. Okay, this is FTT. We have 3 replies to it. Just give me a second, okay? 30%, yeah. As it went up and it hit 92 cents, 92.3, our entry was 71 cents, average entry. So that was a good profit target. I generally target 30 to 50% in a short term, and we entered into FTT. We started buying it. When was it? My God. 23rd of September. We started doing DCA. I have a DCA structure called Pyramid DCA. We started doing that with FTT. So everything, everything is bullish in my eyes. You just need to find appropriate entries for it. Dotcoin, what do you think of it? Dotcoin, not something bad. It's just that I think Dot is out of its overall steam. The overall energy and hype that Dot had is kind of gone and dead. It was really famous. I mean, Dot was a coin that was part of food trend. I don't know if you guys are here from 2016 or not. I'm from 2016. So we had a food fashion coins called Cake, which is pancake, sushi, polka dot, bake. All these coins, they were around, what do you call it? They were around food trend. So these coins, they were basically following a certain trend, and they went up crazily in 2021. But now they're struggling because there is not much to their overall projects. Uh, People are, I mean, their investments are limited, but the number of coins in the market that create hype, they are unlimited. They see MYX is doing hype. then they see Hype Coin doing hype, then they see Esther doing hype, then they see CEOAI doing hype, then they see some other coin. I mean, how much can you invest in every coin? There is a limited amount of funds that you can invest in any coin. So that's why Polkadot, it's not doing anything good fundamentally, and their marketing strategy is not working either. That is what is killing Polkadot to begin with. Okay, let me see if my community has asked any questions. Nope, no questions and no raised hands. Your recommendations are very genuine. Thank you. What is the potential of Chain Oprah? I think you're talking about CUI. I have covered that in depth. Please go and watch my video on it. I've discussed that in detail. It's on YouTube. I covered a lot. Is AVAX good? In what sense? Good in like as technology, good in terms of chart? You need to be a bit more specific when you say, is AVAX good? Okay. Why did XRP get such a percentage change today? Why not? It is holding the support area of 2.3 from a very long time. I keep on discussing that. I keep on sharing that it's a good solid support area. The only thing that I'm waiting for is XRP hit 2.7. So from 2.3 to 2.7, that's a 17% move. So it's not a bad deal. I would take it. Okay. Chainlink. Someone asked, how is Chainlink? Chainlink is a good project, but you need to understand it's a very slow mover. You're basically dealing with a coin like TRX when you're thinking of Chainlink. Chainlink is a coin that moved. I might not be correct about the prices, but it ranged from $5 to $7 for 1.5 years. So Chainlink is one slow ass mover, and it can range for years. So I don't want to be around a coin like that as an investment. As a trader, yes, why not? I used Gridbot on Chainlink for 6 months, because after looking at it for 1 year, I did realize that it is moving sideways. Finally, I saw the range. I used a bot on it. Whenever it would go down to the bottom of that range, the bot will buy, and when it would go up, it would sell. And that was fun. That was the easiest form of money I have made with Chainlink. It was like free money. Okay, there is my community question. Okay, and Samuel wants to talk. Samuel, you can talk, and then I'll take the question from the community. If you don't talk, then I'll take the question. You need to unmute yourself and talk.
Okay, sir. What is your view on Jasmine and Lunk? These two coins.
Jessamy and
Lunk, LUNC.
LUNC. LUNC.
Yeah.
I have to check. Jessamy is a garbage project. It's one of the most horrible projects out there. It might be a bit of exaggeration, but I think it's the most inflated coin I have ever seen. That's what Jessamy is. So it's going to be a lot of work. A lot of deflation is required, a lot of burning is required, and a lot of fixing is required for Jessamy to get fixed. Because when you go to Jessamy and you look at its overall life chart, this is a coin that has achieved 99.6% down. So when you're dealing with a chart like that, if you can see my video, this is the chart. And once it went down, it stayed down from 2021 up till now. So that's horrible. LUNC, I think I must have seen this coin. Terra Classic. Yeah, I was thinking that. There is nothing to look at it. This is a disaster of Terra Luna. So Terra Luna Classic, it really depends on any kind of news that would come out, and you would deal with it. It's the same thing that I shared a bit before about the FTT. FTT is a high risk coin, but I went after its trade because I saw that there was a high on Twitter from the guy who is behind FTT and is in jail, Mr. Sam. And I thought that okay, he tweeted there's going to be a bit of discussions and everything around it, and there is a possibility of some kind of other news going to come out. And when we took our entry, we went all the way down to 50 cents. So our DCA started from $1.1 with a very small 10% amount. I used the pyramid DCA and then went down to 50 cents. So that's why our average was 71. When we are talking about something like this, Lunacy, Lunic, LUNC, this is a coin that you should only touch when you see some kind of news around it. I wouldn't touch it for investment, and I wouldn't touch it for 100% profit, 200% profit. If I'm going to go after profits like that, what I would do is that I would rather take my chances with something where my chances are more reasonable, and I'm not going to put myself at risk of losing all my money. Jessime, it's a news coin. It has gone down horribly. Uh, Again, I would trade Jessime, but I wouldn't choose that coin as an investment. I hope I have answered your questions. Okay, now there are two comments. Oh, there was one. Shah, what do you think of Hamster? Do you think it may still rally and go back up, or is it too late for it? Hamster has positive and negative. The positive part of Hamster is that it has a cult, it has a big community around it, and the market cap of that project is horribly low. It is really inflated. But the thing is that if Ton coin can get its shit together and the overall focus can shift towards the Ton environment again, then I think that you are going to look at Hamster among one of the few coins that will be pumping pretty well. Apart from that, I think if the market gets green, Hamster will pump anyway. The good part of Hamster is that Hamster is listed on Binance and it's not under alpha. It is listed in most appropriate manner. And Hamster, like I said, it has massive amount of holders. So when the market gets green, it would be easier for Hamster to do a 2x and run up. It's just that the environment is not good, and Hamster itself is not something that I would say is a project that can run up without a good environment. So that's the limiting aspect of Hamster. Other than that, I think it's all okay. It's listed on a very good exchange. Unless they get removed from Binance, then I would start thinking, what is the next move? Okay. There is a question from Savvy. I'm seeing these questions, and then they keep on. Oh, they are here. So VIP has its own chat. Or is it direct? Why am I not seeing it? Just a second. This is some kind of new feature, I think, from Telegram, but I'm not seeing it. If you guys are typing your questions, Telegram is not showing it to me. This sucks. Let me make it bigger. Video chat overlay, cancel. Display me, edit, share screen, start recording, disable messages. That is something that would I do, but it's not showing me messages, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to join from the other phone. Okay, I'll join you guys in the Telegram. Just give me a second. I must have another account. Oh, there it is. Join. Okay. So now can I see comments? Nope. I still cannot see it. This sucks. Leave. Okay. Anyway, you guys can leave your comments in the free chat. I'll respond over there. The VIP chat is not showing your comments or your questions. I'm sorry for that. Okay, hey Shah, I'm pretty new to crypto. I'm learning, but I don't know what should be the right approach to learn. Well, first you need to identify what do you want to do in crypto. One thing that people are not clear about in crypto is that are they traders or are they investors? And then you need to pick one. Of course, there are multiple ways of doing that. You can be a shitcoiner, a trader, and an investor, all of the three things at the same time. But you would only know if you um, identify your characteristics. There's a way of doing it, but I see that you are saying you are a trader. If you are a trader, then all you need is practice in trading, and your focus should be totally away from the macroeconomics. You shouldn't be concerned with what Trump is doing. You shouldn't care about Bitcoin's dominance. You shouldn't care about any of stuff like that. You should focus on 3 minutes to 15 minutes candles, and you should focus on trades that will close 3 hours, maximum 6 hours. If your daily trade is going beyond multiple hours, in worst case scenario, if it is going beyond one day, then you are not a trader. You're basically swinging. You're going over days, and trades like that, they are risky. That's more of a forte of an investor than a trader, and you will lose money that way. Try to stick to trading and try to invest 6 to 7 hours minimum every day in trading. Try to trade 10 to 15 times at least a day, and after 6 months you would reach a basic level of being a trader, and then from there you can continue to improve. Trading is a game of practice. There is no rocket science around it. It's all about finding a strategy, trading strategy that works for you. And if you don't know, you can go and find someone and they can give you a strategy. But once you have a strategy, you stick to it and then you don't leave. And then you just trade. Long time, man. Miss you. Thank you, Taiba Fatima. Ah, my God. That's someone. I can say someone, but I know they will kill me. Okay. Bro, please talk bit about your book. Book is simple. It's a book for $50 American. The book is only about crypto fundamentals. It is for people who are investors. It is not for trading. I know that guy who is really educated, he didn't read and he purchased, and then he made a comment that there is nothing in relation to trading, while the book clearly states it's an investing book. This is the book, if you guys have not seen it. And this book, as you can see, it says crypto investors, which means it's not for trading. And it's all about how to identify projects in 20 minutes. Of course, with practice, you will reach the 20 minutes, and then you can go and invest in that project on the basis of that basic level analysis you have done, instead of listening to influencers or people who are doing marketing. You do your own thing. Of course, it's all about practice and putting a lot of hours in the research as the book guides. But of course, at the same time, it is going to really help you because it is a yardstick against which you can look at any book and identify, look at any coin and identify if it is total shit or if it is a project that you want to go for it. Can you get this in PDF? No, it's only in paper. It's only on Amazon. I am with this book on Amazon to make a name. That's why I'm giving 55% profit to Amazon. Otherwise, I would have launched it on my website. I'm selling my courses, mentorship, everything on my website, but not the book because it's not about money. It's more about the name. Okay, My community member says, thank you, Shah. Much appreciated for your support and answering my question. No problem. Yes, I'm pretty new to crypto. Okay, I think I did answer that. Do you post all your trades real time as soon as you enter your positions every trade every day? No, my trades, they're not day trades. What Tarek asked, he was looking for advice for how to trade. What I share in VIP is a whole different thing. I can look at macroeconomics. I can basically marry a coin and start a trade, and that trade can go for 5 days, and I can still feel okay. So no, it's not about be there at that particular time. We do put limit orders, but we do enter some coins at CMP, which is current market price. So it really depends. It really depends what kind of environment we are dealing with. And if you talk about investing coins, like hodls, mini hodls, which gives you 30% to 100% profit at minimum, these coins, they are generally based on pyramid DCA, for which I have posted the video in VIP. We use that method, and that, of course, doesn't require buying on current market price. It's all about the DCA. Render good for spot. It really depends on what you're trying to do with render. If you are trying to make 30 to 50% profit, if it is not on my list of mini hodls, I could have put it there. It's not a bad project for 30 to 50% profit. Total amount $10,000 for the purchase. My God. Salam Shah, brother. Do you still believe Mana can hit X's you posted in VIP? Yes, of course. If the market turns around, Mana can do that. If it doesn't turn around, Mana can take time, but it can do it for sure. You need to understand Mana is one of those projects that can be slow and boring, but at the same time, it is one of those coins that is not going to die. You're not looking at Kadena, KDA, that I shared in April 2025, and everyone laughed, and finally their creators, they announced that they gave up. They left. And it did happen what I had shared, so that was fun. But Mana is nothing like that. There are very few projects in Metaverse that are good. Mana is among one of them. And I don't think Metaverse trend is going to die, or it will not never come back. Metaverse is not a trend, it's a necessity. It's not a fashion of dog meme coins or cat meme coins or certain blockchains founders pets trend. It's something that is actually solving a problem. It is taking time, but it will get there. Okay. Hi Shah. If we have a green November, do you think the upper journey will continue on December as well? Angel, the thing is that it doesn't matter if it continues or not. As you can see in VIP, I have shared the targets of selling. I will take my exit entries. I will sell. I will leave if November gives me an exit, like I had an exit in November last year. I was not participating in the month of December or January. I didn't care. I took my exit in 2024 November, and then I just waited, and I started taking entries very slowly around April. And then, of course, my heavy entries were again around October, 10th of October. So throughout the year, I was buying in bits and pieces, but I didn't go deep. I only went deeper in October when the market crashed. Fortunately, I was there. So once I get my exit prices, I will not look back. Even if in December it goes higher, I wouldn't bother. I'll take my exit. Once it hits my target, I'll leave. Okay, wow, 30 minutes and I'm already tired. Is any hand raised? Nope. No hand is raised. Let's see what questions are there on YouTube. Aisha, I'm from your VIP. Please explain a bit about Injun coin, INJ, injective. Can it hit $20 or $30 in November, December? I haven't looked at it, but I would assume it is lower than that. That's why you're asking. Injective was part of a trend. There was a trend called Dipin that started at last quarter of 2023. Filecoin, Injective, and everything started pumping, and they all went up. But that was pretty much it. The trend is gone. No one cares about decentralized storage anymore. All that shit is done. And Injective got overpriced like hell. My God, Injected in the end of 2023, it created a new all-time high, which was double of the all-time high of 2021. Yep, 2021, the all-time high was around $20, and in December 2023, it went to $43. So it doubled it, and I can see why you are asking for 2030. Right now it's sitting at $8.3. It is going to be a bit of a stretch. I can give you a 16, but 20, yeah, that, okay, I can give you a 20. If I'm giving you a 16, I might as well just give you the 20. Yeah, till 20 is possible, but you need to understand that the market really, really, really needs to be really bullish. Everything should be pumping crazy. Then I would say, okay, that it is going to be the case scenario. I clicked a button. Fancy way of showing your question on screen as well for other people. Okay. Salam Shahani coin for 2 years, 100K investment, 2x. That's not how you do crypto, first of all. I will not give it to you on a live for free. That's one thing. Second, holding for 2 years, I think it's a disaster. Always try to aim for a coin that can do a 2x in 3 to 6 months. And if you get stuck, then 2 years. But if you're going for 2 years, you're pretty much going to marry that coin for a very long time, and you will be stuck in that coin for, I don't know, 5 years or more. And maybe you end up buying a coin like SU that in 2-3 years will be far, far away from its all-time high. It would be creating new all-time lows. So while SU is shiny now, in 2 years it would not be anymore. Top viewer 1. Did Joseph give me a coin or something? Why 1? Bro is confused holding 2 phones. Oh, you should see me with 3 phones. Where is the third one? It should be somewhere. There it is. All these phones. it's too much. Okay. Do you think November should pump harder than the rest of this year due to terrible October? I think we have pumped really hard because of 10th of October dip. It's just that people didn't purchase. Every coin that dipped in October 10, they all are up 400%, 600%, 300%. Even XRP right now is sitting at 100%. It dipped to $1.2 and now it's sitting at 2.5. So every coin is up. Nothing is down. The thing is that how up can it go? I think the most exaggerated case scenario I can give you is the January 2025 kind of bullishness. The November 2024 kind of bullishness, it's really hard. And November 2023 bullishness, it is impossible. Because I mean, that was the year of bull run. People missed it out because they thought that that's bear run, but that's how humans are. Okay. Now, where was this question? 2x, 2 phones, XRP 2.7. Where would be XLM? I have to check. Someone said Alberta. No, it's his name, Alberto. What do you think about OP and Polygon? Polygon and Optimism and Arbitrum, they all are fighting over the same thing, the best layer 2 blockchain on Ethereum. The thing is that Arbitrum is way better project, not the chart. I mean, when I say something is good, you guys look at it from your pockets perspective, because only thing that you care about is money. But when I say a project is good, I'm talking about its sustainability and the project being good for the creators, because they are making a ton of load of money and they're expanding. New users are coming and they are building an overall empire. So Arbitrum is king, then it is Optimism, and Polygon sucks. Polygon, they changed their name to Pol. They tried a lot of gimmicks. It's suffering. It's just that there's too many layer 2 on Ethereum, and Polygon was the first one. It couldn't achieve much, and that is why now Polygon is suffering. Because even if you look at Coinbase, they came up with Base Chain, which is again layer 2 on Ethereum, and they don't have a coin, but Base Chain is one of the strongest chains out there. It's expanding dramatically, and I mean, from the day of its launch up till now, it is holding really well and stable. If I have to pick between Solana and Base, I would pick Base. Okay. When do you think running cryptocurrency? Uh, I think November. If you're saying when will the coins go up? Shah, you mentioned Dodge will struggle around, let's do the fancy way. We'll struggle around 26.5 cents, then hit 40. What is the highest you can see after that? Could $1 happen this year? No. Dogecoin is a coin that inflates by 10,000 Dogecoins every minute, I think. I forgot the number. It's an inflationary coin. It has inflated in full. It needs some kind of massive news around it, then maybe Dogecoin will pump. But apart from that, $1 is totally out of question. But 40 cents is possible if we live above to 26.5 cents in a stable manner. Like the candle's body is above 26.5, they are this big, and it's staying above it for more than 2 days. I'll have confidence in 30 cents and 40 cents being the targets for Dogecoin to go and hit. But major target for me right now, Dogecoin, is 26.5. Salam Shah, walaikum assalam. I'm from your VIP. Wow, my God. I mean, how do I verify? Anyone can come and say I'm from your VIP. So, I'm just joking. Okay, what is your question? I'm from your VIP. Please explain a bit more about inject. I did answer that. What do you think about Tau? Tau. Oh, that was Caspa. Caspa was nice. Caspa looks like a solid project. Last I was looking at it because of my community. I wanted to share it. Tau is BitTensor, right? Let me go and check what the hell is that project up to. Yeah, it is holding, but not much. It is moving sideways for more than almost 2 years now. Yeah, and the ranges, they are getting tighter and tighter. So Tau is somehow ranging between 240 and 700, 720 almost. And that's the range. But now the tighter range is between 240 and 480. So that's a 2x, and it's sitting at 379. So basically you're very close to its peak anyway. Okay. Any hands raised? Nope. There were questions today that someone wanted to ask me. I told them to write it. And I said, I'll answer later. Let me search. Okay. And then there was a lot of other discussion. Where is their comment? Ah, there it is. $5:30. Where are the questions? October 24. Someone said they have a question. They're going. I said, okay, leave a question behind. Oh, yeah, it was in relation to pyramid DCA. Thank God, now I remember. So they had asked that you always share pyramid DCA, and we don't know how to do the pyramid DCA. Can you explain the pyramid DCA? Okay, so I'll visually show it to you. This phone, if I close its screen, it will go away. The other phone doesn't have a pen. Damn. Okay, so pyramid DCA. It's me. Sorry, I joined late, brother Shah. Do you think it disappeared? You're writing inside this chat. The messages they disappear, unfortunately. Okay. I hope people in Telegram can still hear me. If you cannot hear me, please do let me know. I'm explaining the pyramid DCA, which is a better way of doing DCA than the DCA methods that you know. 10%, 20, 30, 40, and all of these are percentages. So this is called pyramid DCA. If you are seeing it in flipped manner, still you can use your brain. You can see when you're entering a coin, let's say that you are buying a coin called FTT and the price is $1.1. So you buy 10% here, and then you buy another entry with that coin at 80 cents. You buy 20% here, then 30% here, and then finally when that coin goes to 50 cents, you buy 40% here. So what is this 10, 20, 30, 40? This is 100% of your purchase. Let's say that you want to invest $100 in that coin of FTT. What will you do? You invest $10 here, 20 here, 30 here, 40 here. So while you purchased FTT initially at $1.1, as it goes down, so you purchased initially at $1.1, but your last purchase it at 50 cents. What it would do is that it will fix the hell out of all these bad purchases. Why? Because your average entry will be 71 cents. This is a dollar sign if it is confusing. 0.71. So your average price is not $1.1. It is not 80 cents. It is very close to this area, which means that if it goes down to 50 cents, you wouldn't be shooting yourself in the foot and be upset that you purchased it here. Why this is better than your regular DCA? The reason for it is simple. Regular DCA is bullshit. That follows a concept of, it's a more of a rectangle approach, which follows 33% concept, which is not good. It says that buy 33% here, 33% here, 33% here. You're doing equal purchases, which means that this purchase 33% cannot fix this 66%. But if we talk about pyramid DCA, this is 10 plus 20, that's 30%. Just this one purchase can fix the hell out of it. And if you look at this 40%, it's way bigger than these first two purchases. While these first two purchases, they were at a higher price point, but this 40% DCA is crazy as hell. Why? Because 40 is 400% bigger than 10. And that's why pyramid DCA works like magic. And if you don't know at what prices to buy, that's technical analysis. That's a whole different discussion. But if you want to buy something, always use pyramid DCA. That's my secret recipe. If you ever wondered why I use it or why I like it, because it can literally fix a lot of issues and it can save you. It can save you from all kinds of disaster. A lot of people ask that who would have purchased on 10th of October? Us. FTT entry on 50 cents. It was already placed by us. So when it dropped, FTT went down way below 50 cents. I don't know, it went to 20 or 30 cents. So people like us, we had buy orders. Other humans, they wouldn't put it there, but we had a buy order there. We had it on FTT, we had it on XEN, we had it on many other coins, and it went down there. Same as a case scenario, someone was asking about Hamster. We had it on Hamster as well. So pyramid DCA is good. It saves you, and even when disaster happens, it can help a lot. And if you turn out to be wrong about something, like you're buying in a market when it is not bullish, but you end up buying, it can save you from that as well. It can fix a lot, unless you don't know how to use it and then you make blunders. There's a whole different discussion. Okay, let's see comments. Let's look at TikTok comments. Hello, Shah. I'm planning to hold 25k XRP for 2 years. Does that yield good returns? It depends on what kind of news dwells around XRP. You need to understand XRP is a news coin. Fundamentally, it's really, really hard to prove that XRP is moving or is doing well. It's an impossible feat. So it really depends on news. If the news is not there, XRP has already shown it can go to $1 from its all-time high to $1.20. That also means that XRP can always go down to 50 cents. So holding it for 2 years is a bit of a crazy move. I mean, it really depends on how much you are in love with XRP. Personally, I like to get into marriages that are 3 months to 6 months. I don't like to hold long. Why is GPU not pumping? Because GPU is suffering from less exchanges listing. It got delisted from LBank and BingX. Now it's only listed on Mexi. And considering how the market is bad and it is a small project, people are taking their frustration out on that project. Basically, what happens is that when the market is bad and there are few coins, let's say that let's say COAI is pumping and you are an investor in GPU, you would use your brain and you would think you are a genius. Let me sell GPU and let me buy COAI. You think that switching ships or boats is going to fix your life. So you take a loss, you sell GPU, you go to COAI and you buy the top over there, and then it starts going down as well, and you get fucked over there too. So that's the general story, unfortunately, and that is why coins, small coins, they suffer, because in a bad market there is always some there are always some coins that are pumping, and people, they cut losses and they go there instead of holding and thinking, holding and realizing that it's just that the overall market is bad. It's not just GPU being stuck. And smaller projects, they generally suffer a lot. I mean, I have my own coin, so I know it from very close how that happens. There's a question: Ethereum to 8k or sell all my ETH around 6k? If you see 6,000, sell the hell out of it. Don't wait for 8k. I think 6k is more than enough. Even on 6k, me and my analyst, we had a discussion the other day. Someone, they came and they asked me for their portfolio management, and they have around $1.1 million, but that is 10 bitcoins they have, and they wanted to sell 10 bitcoins and wanted to switch to some other coin because they have lost $270,000 in futures, which is the usual story, and they wanted to fix that. And I was looking at it because it's a really bad timing to come to me, and I looked at it and I was like, this is not a client that I would take, because they are stuck in a position that is not fixable. But to your point of Ethereum, $8,000, at that point, even $6,000, which is really nice because it's 50% move up, and it is of course outperforming Bitcoin like hell. If Ethereum goes to 6,000, even if Bitcoin goes to 132, it's still not 50% move. It's hardly 20-25% move. So it's still better to hold that. But the thing is that even 6,000 is not that guaranteed. We can be optimistic for it. It is possible. It's not that it is not. It is totally out of equation. But holding Ethereum for 8,000, I think that is too much. That is too much. Yeah, that is too much. And my analyst, he disagreed with me on 6,000. So just to let you know, if you need names, I'll let you know. if you want to go and fight with someone. We talked about coins. I was talking about Ethereum and Cake. He proposed hype. He said, I know you hate hype. I was like, I don't hate hype. It's just that I purchased hype at $3 last year, and then I sold it at $30. I'm done with my 10x move with it. Now when I see hype at $30 and I have to hold it for 60, that's a 2x. I don't want to risk everything for a coin that can only give me a 2x, and it will take it everything in the world to go up to $60. I would rather go and find someone else. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results for next 10 minutes because it contains content with low visual quality or static imagery. Really? We have detected the enforce this content violation using automated measures. This is in line the For You feed. Yeah. Go and fuck yourself. TikTok, what can I say? I should start doing battles on TikTok. Maybe then TikTok will be happy. I'll go and throw a galaxy. Guys, throw a galaxy, let me win. That's something that would work. Question, where is the cat? Both of the cats, they are sleeping. One is sleeping in that chair, and I think the other one is in my bedroom. Yeah. No, I don't want to marry anymore. I won't hold it for 8K. Just want to get out and make some money and get in next year. Yeah, 6K is fine. 6K is fine then. Okay. Now there is a question from Facebook. Let's read it among us. I have bought a few coins like these. So what are the targets should I set for selling them? Should I set the same price targets reaching during last bull run in December 2021? No. 2021, you can forget that. That is not going to happen. You need to understand that 2021 was pretty much top for a lot of coins. A lot of coins are going to die. The only thing that you're going to continuously hear from now onwards, people coming to their Twitter and saying, we give up and we leave. Sorry and goodbye. Like KDA, what Kadena did, a lot of projects will do it. I keep on saying that. It's just that I have smaller viewership, but that doesn't change the fact that projects are going to die. Different ones. How many targets should I set? If you want to set targets, set them for, I don't know what you have purchased. So let me see if you have a previous comment. Oh, there it is. If we have bought around 10-12 coins in spot like Arbitrum, Gala, Saga, Plume, everyone keeps buying Plume. I don't know why. And Dot, then what targets should we set for them till end of December 2024? It really depends on your entry, because all these coins that you have purchased, they're either inflated, highly inflated, like Arbitrum has inflation of 300% or 400% by now. Gala, I don't know what is Saga. Saga is a game or what? Anyway, Gala is a metaverse project. It's suffering because of its trend. Dot, people don't care about Dot anymore. That's another problem. And that's, if I don't have your entries, I wouldn't know your exit. But go and see on 10th of October when the market dipped and then it came back up and then it started moving sideways like this. See that That is, assume that to be the entry price, and then go up from there 100%. That is your exit. I'll simplify it as much as possible. Go and check that dip when it came back up and started moving sideways. From there, consider a 2x for all of your coins. If that is not your exit price and it is a purchase price, then that's just unfortunate. Okay, 2,600 likes. Nice, not bad. All thanks to Mutiara. All thanks to you. Oh, most probably David is saying thank you in another language, or maybe cursing me. I don't know. It is either of them. Okay. Do you think OP will touch $3 by January 2025? No. I can write that somewhere. We can put a bet on it as well. We can write each other a guaranteed check. We can find what is that called? Escrow. We both can deposit $1,000 and pretty much agree on that. That whoever is right, that person wins. Shah, what are the top 2 exchanges do you recommend for spot in US and UK? It doesn't matter where you are. Top exchange is Binance, and it can be used. I use Binance in Canada, so. And second exchange, you can pick anything. Top 2, if I have to give you a number 2, I'll give you Bybit. I would have given you Upbit, but I'll give you Bybit. Bybit is more global. So 2 exchanges, go after Binance and Bybit. But if you want exchange for the sake of help, that can help you, keep Mexi. On 10th of October, Binance cheated me. I was not able to buy on Binance. But thankfully, I always hold funds on my wallets. So I transferred the fund from wallets instead of Binance. I sent them to Mexi, and I went to Mexi. It was working like a charm, like butter. I was able to buy a lot of coins there. No problems whatsoever. But Binance clicked around, it was all jammed, frozen. It was like, my God, it was horrible. And that's another lesson. If you are someone who has massive amount of funds, keep them always in your wallets. Don't keep them on exchanges. Move them to an exchange when you need it. And in these kind of case scenarios, like if you have all of your funds on an exchange and that exchange doesn't let you withdraw, my God, you're done. Okay. Targets for Ethereum and Solana next 6 months. 6 months, I wouldn't care. I only care about November, December. 3 months. Ethereum, like I said, overstretched target. That would be $6,000. Solana, 260, 270. Solana is one of the most overpriced projects out there. Thankfully, now the meme trend is gone. Thanks to CZ. He stole all that from Solana. It's back to BSC. So Solana itself, it sucks. So if the meme volume is missing, Solana cannot perform well, which is a question generally people ask, that why Solana not moving? Because memes are not there. So if you get the meme trend back to Solana, yes, then maybe $300. Okay, there is a question again. What do you think about Su? Su, in a long run, garbage project. It's there for Grayscale to make money from retail investors. So basically, retail investors are coming and saying, here is our mortgage money and our gold and our future investments. Please, Grayscale, take it from us. It's an exit strategy for Grayscale and some other institutions who have invested in it. In short term, it's okay. You can trade. You can put money in it. Oh, he made a joke. Solana killer. Solana is the Ethereum killer. Sui is the Solana killer. I mean, that's a lot of nonsense out there. Kanina is shut down. Your thoughts if it has impact on Caspa. Mark, I have a video on Kadena. I actually trended for 2 days because people woke up from their paralysis, where I had shared clearly that Kadena will go to 5 cents. So no shockers there. Caspa, I don't think it will have an impact on Caspa. Kadena was garbage. Caspa is not like that. Let me double check its economy again. Just a second before I give you my blessings on Caspa. Even though I did it because I shared it in my community with entries and exits, but still, yeah, economy is fantastic. Thank God. I got scared for a minute. Yeah, Caspa and Kadena, they're miles away. It's like Earth and Sun, or maybe I think it's still close. It's like Earth 2, which is outside our solar system. Is it outside our solar system or galaxy? Yeah, far, far away. Far, far away. 10 minutes again pause. Yeah, TikTok keeps on limiting me. Okay. Aisha, your thought about Polkadot. I talked about it a lot. Okay. Wow, I have received 2 diamonds. I'm rich. Will the bull run come this year? There is no bull run. There are no cycles. I think people need to get out of that mindset. There are not going to be any cycles anymore, and that pretty much applies to the concept of Bitcoin dominance as well. There is no Bitcoin dominance, and you cannot just buy in the bear market and wait for the bull market to make money. That stuff is long gone. Now you need to know what projects to buy and when to sell them. If you cannot figure that out, I think you will struggle a lot. And I saw someone list a bit before, they were talking about Dot, they were talking about Gala, they were talking about some other projects. All those coins, when you look at them, you can get feeling of 2021 memories. It's basically someone who has been in love with these coins from 2021, or they didn't make money from it. Now they think it's cheap, they want to go and participate. But that's not how it works anymore. Can Cardano hit all-time high? No. Let's make this comment public. Can ADA hit all-time high? It looks like a no-brainer for it to hit $3. Not so sure now. If not $3, then how high do you think it will go? It's definitely a no-brainer because it's not a coin that will go to $3. That's one thing that I can assure you. Cardano is a dead project like ICP, Polkadot. I mean, there's a big list of garbage projects. It's not that they are bad technology, it's just that people don't care. A good example of garbage environment would be my channel. I can produce as much quality as I can be right hundreds of times, but at the end of the day, I don't have viewers. So product can be really good, but if the viewers are not there, that puts you in a garbage situation. That's the same case scenario when we talk about Dot, when we talk about Cardano. They or ICP, they are great projects, but people are not using it. Developers and um, users, they both are not using it. Developers are not developing on it, so the products are not getting developed on that blockchain. Cardano is supposed to be used. People are not using it. At the same time, if they are not developing, users are not coming. Even memes don't get launched on Cardano. Some people did try. I mean, sometimes I do get contacted for promotions. I don't do affiliates or promotions. You wouldn't see a single affiliate on my 5,700 videos that I have recorded. But I do get contacted, and even they have given up on it. So Cardano, it went up thanks to the founder. He was selected for some kind of committee when Trump came to office. So that helped Cardano a lot to move. At the same time, Made in USA label, it helped Cardano again because they said no taxes on coins that are made in USA. Again, XRP, Cardano. This was the time when Solana said we are not Indian, we are USA as well. And they went, and then Raj Chandalia, I don't know what's his full name, Raj something, the front face of Solana, he hid himself, and then it was made in USA as well. So everyone tried to utilize that made in USA label. But the thing is that apart from gimmicks, there is nothing else to Cardano. And the reason it is still trying to hold to 50, 60 cents is because a lot of people have purchased it at over $1 because they all thought that it's going to $3, and doing a DCA at $1 is a really good decision. It's not. So $3, no. Above that, no, 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 no. So that is a no case scenario. We are over 1 hour. I'll take 2-3 questions and I'll get the hell out of here. I have a business meeting with my staff. I have a app company. Let me see, what time is it there? They said 11 o'clock. It's 9 there now. 2 hours, yeah. I need an hour for my throat to rest after talking here for so long. It's almost like doing a BJ. Yeah, I'm saying it from experience. This is a wrong analysis of Ethereum. Wow, okay. Wow, a comment one without any analysis saying that my analysis is wrong. I mean, anyway, do you think they will crash market one more time last week of October to wipe all longs and shakeout? No, shakeout is done. I think one thing that people cannot absorb anymore is that the bottom is in. There are no more crashes. People want to see more crashes. They want to see more dips. But the thing is that those who wanted to load, they did load. I mean, you do understand when it went down, it went back up. Some people purchased, right? That's why it went up. Why would it go up if people didn't buy? So all these people, they have purchased, so they are holding on, and they're holding from dirty cheap prices. So that is there. Again, there's a question, how much leverage do you use? If you had read PDF, it was clearly written there. But you can use 2 to 5x. People use 100x, 200x. It really depends on what kind of trader you are and what kind of strategy you are using. Again, from pinned messages of VIP, it states there that don't use more than 1 to 2% of your bag on a trade, and your stop loss should be your liquidation if you're using that concept. If you're not using that concept, then use a stop loss. So it really depends on what kind of route you take. But if you are unsure, use a leverage of 2x to 5x as a maximum. That will keep you safe. What are your views on humanity? Would it be long-term hold or short-term? I have never heard of humanity. If you could choose 3 coins to buy now for the next 2 months, what would they be? I hold too many coins. Need to divorce them. You cannot jump ships. And coins, they have moved a lot. I have shared 30 coins in my VIP. So that, I mean, there are too many coins that you can buy. But the thing is that you need to buy them at the right time. Okay. Does Fetch have any life left in it? Let that be the last question that I answer. I cannot see Shah sharing his video. I'm just joining the audio call. That video is on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, not on Telegram. I have audio on Telegram because you guys can talk to me. They can only comment. That's the privilege. But video, I didn't turn it on Telegram because I'm already on video everywhere else. Let's talk about Fetch AI. What kind of disaster is still left? Okay, so a lot of disaster has already happened. Not that much is left. So I would say that Fetch AI is kind of bottoming out. Let me see. There is a bit of room still left. Yeah. Fetch AI can go to 10 cents as a maximum. So if you're looking for a maximum disaster, that's the maximum case scenario. But if I have to assume for the next 2 3 months, I would assume that Fetch AI is done with the bottom. I don't think Fetch AI will go down to bottom anymore. Okay, thank you guys for joining. It was a pleasure speaking with you. I'll see you guys hopefully next week. I'm trying to make this thing as a weekly thing. Let's see how successfully I achieve that. Take care.